Today we're going to do programming on the BTX 6-channel RF transmitter. This is the transmitter we'll be programming. This particular program we're going to go through today is for roller shades, and it will work with the BTX 25E RF, the BTX 35QE RF, the BTX 45QE RF, the BTX 45QE RF lithium-ion motor, and the BTX DC RF. So basically every roller shade motor that we offer will be programming with this particular unit. When you're doing initial programming on this unit, the first time, if it's a brand new system, you must hit the program button on the bottom of the motor. So this particular unit is our battery motor. There's a button here. We're going to hold the button until the motor jogs. This motor beeps. Some motors just will jog. This particular motor beeps. Next thing we're going to do is you're going to choose the channel on the remote control you'd like this to work on. Now, I want to explain something regarding flashing. If you hold the button down, you're going to get a fast flash. We're looking for slow flashes on these. So on slow flashes, you'll see the little LED will flash slow. So to put this into actual pairing mode, to learn this to the motor, you choose your channel with your channel select, and then you're going to hold your open and close at the same time with a slow flash. So if you'll see here, it's going to flash slow. That's what we're looking for. The motor jogs. That means it's paired to the unit. So I'm able to operate the shade by hitting the open or the close button. Now, the next step after we've got this paired is we now need to put it into program mode. What program mode allows you to do is set limits, reverse motor direction, set intermediate positions, and clear out motors. So to put it into actual program mode, you're going to hold the A and center button at the same time with a slow flash. So A and center at the same time, slow flash, the motor's going to jog. Now, if the motor was backwards, this would be the time that you would switch that particular unit. I'm going to test it. If I hit close, it's closing, so it's going the correct direction. If it's going the wrong direction, you simply just hold the open and close again, and the motor's going to jog and it will reverse motor directions. So for example, if I hold the open and close here with a slow flash, it jogs, and now when I hit the close button, it's going to open. So now to reverse that back, just do the same step backwards, open and close at the same time, slow flash, oh, fast flash. There we go. And now it's going to be going the correct direction. Next step is run the unit to the upper limit and stop it where you'd like it. Let's set it right there. Now, to set that, you hold the A and the center button down here, A and center at the same time, slow flash. And here we go. The motor jogs, that limit's been recorded. Now, if you touch the button, it goes just a little bit. If you hold the button down, you can run it down to the actual limit where you'd like it to be. And let's just say we want to stop it right here for the limit. And now we're going to hold the center and B button down, these two at the same time. Slow flash like before. Okay, you saw the jog. Now, the only fast flash you're looking for is to hold the stop button. We're going to hold the stop button down to get out of pairing mode, or program mode. Now, this unit is set. Now, we're going to test it by hitting the open button. And let's make sure this goes to the open limit. Perfect. And now we're going to hit the close button and make sure this unit goes to the closed position. Perfect. So those are set. Now there's one last thing I want to actually show you guys how to do on this as well. I want to teach you how to add another unit to this. So, for example, if you wanted to add another channel to this unit or you wanted to add an additional remote control or wall switch, I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, the first time we program this motor, remember we hit the program button. But once this is programmed, you don't have to do that anymore. You just hold the stop button down until the motor jogs, and fast flash is going to be fine here. Okay, now it's in pairing mode. It's listening. So in this particular case, this is a wall switch from BTX. I choose channel 1, and then I'm going to hold the open and close at the same time with a slow flash. And now, this particular unit on channel 1 will operate the shade. In addition, since it's in pairing mode for about 2 minutes, I also can choose a different channel on the remote. So let's say I want to go to channel 2 on this particular unit. And then I just hit open and close again with a slow flash until the motor jogs. Now, if we test it on channel 2, it's now working on 2, and it will be working on number 1 like we originally had programmed. Now, if you happen to make a mistake on this and you're like, uh-oh, I didn't want it on that channel, to delete a channel from the motor, all you do is, let's say we want to delete channel number 2 off, the one we just programmed, you're going to hit the stop and open button at the same time with the slow flash. So here we go. The motor jogs. Now if I try it on channel 2, you can see I'm on channel 2 here. It does not operate the shade. So that's how you actually delete a channel. Now if you really mess it all up and you want to clear the motor out, you're not sure where you're at, all you do is you hold the stop and close at the same time, and that will completely delete all the limits, all the motors, everything. And that's just a simple stop and close button at the same time. The last portion of this motor, if you'd like to do, is you can set intermediate positions. Intermediate positions allow you to move the motor to different positions by hitting these A, center, and B. A, for example, is going to run the shade to a certain position. So I go back to channel number 1, if I hit A, it's going to run basically 25% down. Okay? Center is going to run 50%, and then your other button down here, your B button, will run it down to 75%. Let's say, for example, you wanted to switch that. Very easily done. We have to go in the program mode. If you remember to go in the program mode, you hold the A and B button down with a slow flash until the motor jogs. And then you're going to run the shade. Let's say you had a mullion and you wanted to run it right here, and that's where you wanted your center button to be. The middle button here, you would just hold the center button down with the fast flash until it jogs. And then you hold stop to get out of this particular mode. And now, if I run the shade all the way up, for example, and now I want it to run to that center position, the intermediate position, I just hold down the center button, and it's going to run to that particular position. There'll be programming available on the links below at the beginning of the video and at the end of the video here. You'll see it here. Thank you. And as always, you can always call BTX at 800-422-8839 or visit our website at btxinc.com. Thank you.